What is going on YouTube? Chrono here and welcome back to another PSO2 video. So you're probably looking at the screen right now and thinking, holy crap, that camo looks awesome. Where'd you get that? This is the Relik CV camo for soaring blades, and I'm really happy that it is now in the game and very easy to acquire. We're going to talk about how you get a hold of this camo and kind of walk you guys through it step by step because it's not really that difficult to do. So when you first log in, you're going to get Zia Emmy messaging you saying, hey, come talk to me. I got some stuff I got to have you do. Nothing too crazy, nothing too complicated. But the TLDR for those of you guys who just want the long and short version of this, or I guess the short version of it, too long didn't read, do Zia Emmy's quest line. Get it done, follow what she's asking you to do, and you're good to go. You unlock the actual, you will unlock the CV shop. As far as where should you farm the stuff you need for the CV shop, randomite. Go and grab all the randomite you can. Randomite gives you blueful sight, it also gives you greenal sight. That's used to trade in for the CV camos. It's all in the same place as it was beforehand. So just want to make sure to make that quick and easy. It's in the first minute of the video. If that's all you guys needed, awesome. There you go. Get that taken care of. Those of you guys who need a little bit more information, maybe you just picked up the game and thoughts of Stia, how can you go about this process? What should you be doing, right? I'm going to talk about the exact quests that she has you do and how you get those taken care of pretty easily. So the first thing she's going to have you do, of course, is come talk to her. I've already completed these, so let's go ahead and do that. So come talk to her, very simple. And then she's going to say, hey, go get me 3 greenal sight. So greenal sight's pretty easy. It's outside of every town and it's around random spawns of randomite. So the nice thing is I actually double checked because I wanted to look, and I checked all of these areas in Alio specifically, which is why it's taking me a little longer to get this video out. There was no greenal sight where there wasn't randomite. So if you have the randomite map and you're grabbing all of your randomite, you'll get greenal sight. Nice thing is it's always outside of towns. So pop outside of Central City, you'll get greenal sight. Pop outside of Redham, you'll get greenal sight. I even marked these because these were the first ones I grabbed, and I thought this might be a little bit more difficult to get a hold of. But realistically speaking, I don't need these. Like, they're right there. They're right around randomite. Randomite's already marked on my map because it's in the same location as it was in previous events. So it makes it very easy. So yeah, grab your greenal sight. After 2 cities, you'll have enough. But if you got unlucky, because it is a little bit RNG, pop outside of Kavar's camp, and right outside of here, you'll find more greenal sight, and you'll be good to go. Take those back to her, and she'll give you your next quest. Next quest, again, fairly easy, fairly straightforward. The way you want to complete this one, it's going to ask you for the Autumn Narrels. Is that it? Autumn Narrels? Autumn Narrels? Yeah, Autumn Narrels. Probably mispronouncing that. Sorry. But basically, this is a pretty simple one. Just go to a combat zone and farm as you normally would for points. I usually use Redham. Redham's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. You don't have to really worry about too much, but you get this item from the enemies that you kill there. Basically kill any event enemy. So like say your friends want to farm instead in lab, that's fine. Go to lab, go to Resil Forest, hell, run around Central Ileo and just kill the event mobs. Eventually you'll get it, but this is kind of like a 2-for-1 sort of thing. Redham Malnoth is one of the best places to farm points, so you get that taken care of. You get like a a little burst in points for you to start with, while also getting that quest taken care of. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward, nothing to worry about there. Next, it's going to ask you to get another event exclusive item, is the Autumn Narrels. Now, I personally have not done the new limited quest, but if the limited quest has a guaranteed stellar pack in it, like some of the previous ones have, do the limited quest. I'm saving that for a video that I want to do as my first impression of the limited quest, so I haven't done it just yet. But if it's there, do that. Check with your friends. Hell, check the pinned comment in the video. If I happen to find that it drops there guaranteed, I'm going to put that in the pinned comment, but I haven't done it, so I don't want to ruin that for me just yet. Plus, I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me if that's the case. Either way, get the Autumn Lattice, Autumn Narrels, and get them over to her. Now, afterwards, she's going to ask for Autumn Lattice. Autumn Lattice is, again, the same thought process, but a little bit easier. So you get these from the stellar packs. Basically, the trial that spawned an orb that would drop to the ground and you have to kill enemies around it. Eventually it'd open up and you'd grab something from inside. Yeah, it's talking about that trial again. Now, like beforehand, you can kill enemies in Redham, Alnoth, or any of the combat zones or just out in the world if you want to. Any of the enemies have a smaller chance to drop that specific item. However, you can also just ignore that and go start farming your actual randomite. Pick up a map. I'm gonna leave a map linked in the video description, but pick up your map and go ahead and start grabbing all the randomite around the map. You need this later to pay for the CV camos anyway, so it's a good idea to start that process. And while you're going on and picking up that randomite, there's a chance for the trial that you're trying to get to spawn anyway. So if that stellar pack trial spawns, I think it's Zia, or was it Ziemi? yeah, Zammy is going to pop up on the screen and say, hey, it's like a stellar pack, but something's different happening now. Go do that trial. Get the trial done, you get the material, and you're good to go. Once you get 2 of them, come back and talk to her, and she finally finishes up the quest. She'll give you a camo, she gives you the digital launcher camo, and tells you that she can make more of these types of camos, but it costs you some materials. Now, I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. I recorded this a little bit earlier, but I didn't like how it ended up, so I wanted to re-record it. But I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. All I've done is farm out all of Aleo region for all of its materials for randomite, and picked up the greenel site that I saw along the way, and just did central, because I was already here, did central's randomite. And I have enough between blueful site and greenel site, so I'll show you really quick. You can use one of 2 materials. Let's say we're gonna go for, what's the other relic I want to get? Also, I didn't even notice this down here. Hold on, this is insane. How many do you get per? This might be crazy. Hold on. totally off script, by the way. Oh, that's a Ludumnalis. Okay, that's insanely good. It doesn't even cost the blue or greens. This is completely separate. This is insanely good. And then of course you can trade in any extras for that. But anyway, so that's going to bring down the price of a lot of these, by the way, and make these very, very, very attainable. They're not already that expensive, but that makes us extremely attainable. But anyway, let's get back to the whole point of the video. So let's say I'm going to get this rifle, because I did plan on getting this rifle anyway. As you can see, it's either 45 greenel site or 3 blueful site. I had 7 blueful site after just farming 1 region. That's 2 camos. I already spent my blueful site, of course, I only have 1 left. But I can still use my greenel site, which I have 62 of, mind you. Meaning I can still get another camo, which I plan to. I wish I could just type in the number or whatever. Let's just do that, which I plan to right now. And that's it. That's all there is to it, guys. It's really easy to get these camos once you unlock them. It's not a super difficult ask, and they've made this event as easy as possible. Like, you really go to the exact same spot you went to beforehand. If you haven't marked your map for the randomite, I would do it now. Just because it's basically been in the same spot now for 2 full events. I think almost 3. I just wasn't paying attention to the first one, so I plan on grabbing my randomite in all the greenel site along the way. Keep in mind, this is on a weekly lockout. If someone tells you that it reset on a daily, that's not the case, unless we see it reset tomorrow. Specifically, if you got up early enough this morning before a daily reset, remember that was also weekly reset. So some people grabbed all of the randomite and greenel site before the weekly reset, and then a weekly reset, and they grabbed it again. So that's something that happens almost every single time. I don't know why they talk about it. They make an article about it saying that it's an observed bug, but it happens the exact same way. The only time I've ever seen it be a bug is if, for some strange reason you happen to see randomite respawn in the middle of the week. Again, if this pops back up tomorrow, we'll talk about it then. But at this point in time, this is exactly par for the course, so don't worry too much about that. Grab all your randomite, grab all your greenel site that you guys happen to see, and hopefully you guys get lucky and get some blueful site in the mix of that and get some pretty dope camos. I'm going to go and get the rest of my randomite now, and I'm going to call it a video here. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace out.